What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. Good to be back. That's right, today we're going to be talking about some of the features that I missed on my 11 Pro Max after having used the Samsung Galaxy A10e for a little bit over a week. As you all know, I recently used the Samsung Galaxy A10e for a week, so I will continue to use it, testing out other products and things of that nature, but for the most part, I'm going to be going back to using my iPhone 11 Pro Max as my daily driver, at least for a few days, because if you guys have been paying attention, or if you're new to this channel, I do have the iPhone SE on pre-order, so that will be coming in hopefully tomorrow. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video and talk about some of the things that I missed on my iPhone 11 Pro Max after having used the Samsung Galaxy A10e for a little bit over a week. Okay, so as you remember, I did reveal a sort of smartphone categorization system to use on this channel to break down which phones are good and bad to use. I actually introduced 3 categories I'm going to use to categorize phones. A light use category, a medium use category, and a heavy use category. The Samsung Galaxy A10e belongs to the light use category. A Google Pixel 3a belongs to the medium use category, but I don't have that in front of me today. And the iPhone 11 Pro Max, I've used it plenty, belongs to the heavy use category. So today I'm going to talk about some of the things that I missed from the Galaxy A10e. Now that I'm back on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And like I said previously, this is going to be basically a 6-month review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Just a quick little video talking about basically some of the things that I like about the iPhone 11 Pro Max and what I dislike about the A10e. So here's what I missed on the 11 Pro Max after having used it for a week. First up, and you've probably guessed this, is Face ID. Yes, I have missed Face ID. It's just so convenient and easy to use with all of my passwords and all of my information. Also, I think it's a little bit more secure than using a pattern unlock or a pin unlock due to the fact that you can just sort of look around and check your surroundings as you're unlocking your phone, because if you're using the iPhone 11 Pro or 11 Pro Max, you know that you don't have to be staring at it directly for Face ID to work. It has this really cool facial mapping recognition system. It uses a dot projection system, and basically it picks up on the contours and the grooves of your face and the features of your face. So really you don't need to be looking at it 24/7 to unlock your phone like you do with the Samsung Galaxy A10e. What also I love about Face ID is it does work in the dark. The optical-based facial recognition system does not work in the dark. So if I'm laying in bed or if it's early in the morning and I'm getting up and I need to unlock my phone, it will work on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but on the Samsung Galaxy A10e, you're gonna have to enter your password. Next up, what I want to talk about is battery. A heavy use phone like the 11 Pro Max will come with a bigger battery, most likely. It will get you through a day being able to use it heavily. So if you're constantly unlocking your phone, checking emails, checking social media, consuming content, taking pictures, you're gonna be able to get through a whole day with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. If you're using the Samsung Galaxy A10e heavily, you are going to drain the battery out fairly quickly because it just can't handle the constant logging into your phone and logging into your social media accounts and taking photos and consuming content and switching back and forth between apps and being on your phone for long periods of time. It is a light use phone, so really it's meant the battery is optimized and the user interface is optimized for you to take your phone out of your pocket, check something real quick, lock it and put it back in. You're not going to be switching apps as much, I assume. And if you are, like I said, you're going to just burn through that battery. Next up, what I really missed about my iPhone 11 Pro Max is the display. It has a beautiful AMOLED display. It's the Pro HDR display, I believe. That's what they have called it, the Pro XDR, something like that. It's a really nice display. I did have an iPhone 10 with an OLED display, and there is a difference between the Pro XDR display on the 11 Pro Max and the regular iPhone 10 or the iPhone XS. Really a big difference. And also, if you're going to compare it to the Samsung Galaxy A10e, which is a 720p LCD display, it's just so much sharper and crisper, and the colors are just so much richer. Also, like I said previously, if you're going to be consuming content, which everybody does on their smartphones, even my dad consumes content on his smartphone, and he's in his 50s. You know, he's always watching goofy videos on Facebook and stuff. You're going to be able to watch them in 1080p on the iPhone 11 Pro Max and only 720p on the Samsung Galaxy A10e. So again, you know, this whole light use, heavy use thing comes into play. If you're going to be consuming content regularly, you know, it's going to be much more enjoyable on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. If you're going to be consuming content heavily, it's going to be more enjoyable, and it's going to be less enjoyable on the Samsung Galaxy A10e. But like I said, you know, you'll be using it hopefully much lighter than an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So really it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But like I said, heavy use versus light use, you will notice a difference in the display quality. Second to last, and this is really important for a lot of us, and that's integration. Even though I had no issues transferring files back and forth between the MacBook Pro and the Galaxy A10e, such as photos and videos, using AirDrop is just so much faster and so much easier. It's easy to just shoot a couple videos or shoot a couple photos and then throw them, you know, over to AirDrop and download them onto my MacBook Pro. With the Samsung Galaxy A10e, even though it does have USB Type-C, which makes it really convenient to transfer files, it just is an extra step because you have to plug a cable in, plug it into the bottom of your phone, and if you're a first-time user, you're going to have to download some kind of Android file transfer application so that you can get your files off of your Galaxy A10e and over to your computer. Of course, I am an AirPods Pro user. I also happen to use the Galaxy Buds Plus, but I did miss the integration with the AirPods Pro. They are so convenient and easy to use. Also, I just missed having active noise cancellation in a pair of totally wireless or true wireless earbuds that you just don't get with the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus. What was really nice about the Samsung Galaxy Buds Plus, using them with the Galaxy A10e, was the fact that they did have an extraordinary battery life, 11 hours in the earbuds themselves, and an additional 22 hours with the charging case. But, you know, no noise cancellation. Walking around the neighborhood and exercising in them using the Galaxy A10e, it was just a little bit more difficult to hear my music, you know, with wind noise and cars driving by and people saying hello, than the AirPods Pro, which you put them in your ear, they cancel out cars driving by and all kinds of other noises going on, like construction, for instance. There is some construction going on in my neighborhood, and the AirPods Pro just do such a great job of blocking that out while you're on a walk. So I did miss the integration with the AirPods Pro. I could not really integrate the AirPods Pro in with the Samsung Galaxy A10e. There is some finicking around that you have to do with the AirPods Pro in order to get them to work with the A10e. They will work with the A10e, and you're not really going to give up that many features, but for the most part, it's a bit of a hassle in the beginning, and it's just not as convenient or as easy to use. Lastly, in terms of integration, the iPhone 11 Pro Max does come with wireless charging and fast charging, so if those are really important to you, you're going to be missing that out with the A10e. You're going to be missing out on that with the A10e. The A10e does not have fast charging or wireless charging. It has a plastic back and a very small battery that is probably from older devices that doesn't support quick charging. That being said, you know, with quick charging on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, I can go from 1% to about 30% in about 15 minutes. The phone does get pretty warm, and I'm wondering how in the long term my battery will fare doing quick charge on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So that might be one slight advantage to the Galaxy A10e in the long run, is the fact that the battery might not wear as bad or as quickly as the iPhone 11 Pro Max. More on that later, but for the most part, in terms of everyday usage and integrating each device into your lifestyle, you know, sometimes we're just on the go, and sometimes we don't have battery in our phones because we forgot to charge it, or maybe the night before we were watching YouTube videos and we fell asleep and just didn't plug the phone in. You know, it's so nice to be able to wake up in the morning, throw your phone on the charger for 15 minutes, get 30% out of it, and then when you get in the car, you know, charge it up even more, and then when you get to your office, charge it up even more, and then usually by that time, it's like at 100%. Unfortunately, not with the Galaxy A10e. If you forget to charge it at night and you charge it in the morning, you're going to be hard pressed to get 30% out of it in about 15 minutes. It's going to charge much slower. Last but not least, and this is actually really important for all of us because this helps extend the life cycle of your phone, is accessories. You know, I have multiple cases for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. In fact, I am going to have to change out the case that I have on my 11 Pro Max soon because there is a rip in it, and you know, I just want a new case anyway. But that being said, there are so many accessories for the iPhone 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max and iPhone 11 and just iPhones in general. So if you're someone who is an extremely power hungry user, you can go out and get third-party or first-party battery cases for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Not the same with the Galaxy A10e. It is a light use phone, so no, you're not going to really have to worry about, you know, that having that battery case, but just for the sake of, you know, making this video, you're not going to be able to find as many cases for the A10e or, like I said, accessories like a smart battery case. Lastly, there is very little support for the A10e. Speaking of support, I was not able to download Android 10 for the A10e, even though I did read online it was supposed to get it. Guess you can't believe everything you read online, right? That being said, there isn't much coverage on the A10e compared to the iPhone 11 Pro, so troubleshooting the device will be more complicated and little will be said about the device in general. This, I believe, is enough to not help push the device forward. And that's actually really important because if you go on Twitter or go on the internet, there are always tech articles about the iPhone 11 Pro and how it's performing over a month of use, over 6 months of use, over a week of use, over a day of use, and there are all kinds of comparisons and tests on the 11 and 11 Pro in between, like camera tests and battery tests and performance tests. Basically, everyone and their mother reports on the iPhone 11 Pro Max and every little problem it has, and that gives Apple the opportunity to go, okay, this is what we need to fix, and this is what software updates we need to push out. Not the same with the Galaxy A10e, so you really are paying for, you know, that extra support when you do purchase something really expensive like an 11 Pro or an 11 Pro Max or just a regular 11. You're not really going to find user forums on the A10e, so if you do have to troubleshoot the device for any reason, you know, you're going to be hard pressed to find helpful articles. As where with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, you know, if you've got a problem or you have a simple question about how to use the camera a certain way, or, you know, download an application or something of that nature, you know, there is just oodles of information for the iPhone product compared to the Samsung Galaxy A10e. Anyways, guys, it's good to be back on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, even though it is going to be a little bit short-lived due to the fact that I have that iPhone SE on pre-order. It should be here by tomorrow. I did get my tracking information today, which was really awesome, which was really good news. I will be taking that phone through its paces, doing camera reviews and doing weekly reviews and monthly reviews on it, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this sort of 6 month later review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max and overall comparison to the Samsung Galaxy A10e after having used it for a week, where I talked about all the things that I missed on my 11 Pro Max after having used it for a week. I hope you enjoyed this style of video, this content that I'm making recently. More videos are going to be made in the coming weeks. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to review. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. My name is John. Hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one.